ginseng handle. It's known as one of the most famous specialties. From the past to the present, it is said that the German king was addicted to this great food and asked people to submit each 50 pairs of birds. For a long time, there's a story in the neighborhood that says there was a village that had a pandemic. People get sick and die, that there's no cure. There was a girl in the village. I remember the story my father told me when he was alive about a particular bird living on the mountain of white in extreme weather and remain healthy by eating the roots of a small plant, hydrophobic and afraid of light. You're on your way. Head straight for the long white mountains. Through so many tribulations, rugged mountains in the cold, you finally got where you need to be. But the girl's body is weak. You're almost exhausted and you fall asleep all the time. She saw a bird digging and eating roots of a nearby plant. Immediately, she tried to use her last force to get to that plant and devoured after days of starvation. A moment later, she found herself relieved and healthy. You must be glad to realize that. You took a lot of crickets. It's brought back to the village for the sick to use. And so your whole village is healthy again. And the epidemic is gone. That plant also came to be called ginseng. And the Kia bird is called the ginseng. Ginseng is also known as the specialty of Hawthorne land. So this is considered a delicious meal. Many studies have shown that even the hair, ball feet, to the flesh of this bird all bring high nutritional value to humans. Then there was the German king's weak health. Ask people across the country to pay tribute to 10 pairs of birds, carefully selected on the occasion of the Lunar New Year, every year. In modern life today, pork is still known as a precious and nutritious food. However, they usually show up at big parties. For the rich, their meat is bright red and very finely processed, can fry the roast, grilled fruit, or in combination with some precious medicine like lotus seeds to form a delicious, nutritious food. Because the nutritional value of ginseng is very high, so many people have learned and raised livestock. It's actually a bird that can fly. I can swim underwater. Apart from the gong, it's also called a screwdriver. Weighs about 7 hg. It's especially crested with a little ivory white flesh. Tall 6-leg gray with 4 fingers. 2 middle fingers have 3 knuckles, 2 side fingers have 2 knuckles. When it's freezing in the winter, the bird migrates to the south and west. These birds have migrated to Vietnam, is a specialty of the West Lake area of Hanoi. In the technique of raising ginkgo, the construction of the barn is quite important. Can take advantage of the old barn shed, and then it's converted into a closed enclosure with steel wires. The cage floor must be clean and hygienic, depending on the quantity as well as the bar. That the design is different. Usually stocking density from about 2 to be a per 1 square meter. To make water tanks for birds. Water tanks are not just places where birds fly. The bathroom is also a place for drinking water for birds. Use of non-polluting water sources. It should be changed every few days. If the tank desig, the barn should be placed under a large tree. For cooling, let the ginseng rest. Because this is a flying species, you just need to cut off one side of the wing, so they don't fly out of the cage. This needs to be done several times a year. About food, the main source of nutrition for birds. It's a plant at the bottom of a pond. You've got to feed them sprouts like corn and rice. In the period when they reach a few grams, should feed more solid industrial feed. You also dab them with ginseng powders so that the meat tastes good. Characteristic is also to increase resistance to birds. If there is no condition to buy champagne, it's also very easy to get diarrhea, avian flu, and pneumonia. So you need to take preventive measures. Buy Injectio. Disease prevention strains for birds. Since they were little,